All right, you all. I am live and praying and hoping that this live stream and my internet speed and services and all of that works excellent because something's been going on with my internet. But let me get right into this. The Cat Williams interview or conversation with Shannon Sharp that has broke the internet millions and millions of views. I think the last time that I looked at it, it was it right at 10 million views? But what stood out to me about what Cat Williams said about 2024 is that this is the year of truth and exposure. This is the year of truth and exposure. Also, also, the color purple that aired on Christmas Day, December 2023. Connections to the color purple that we're going to see play a dominant role this year in the crypto world and in the cash world. So back to Cat Williams, 2024, the year of truth and exposure. Now, I'm not on here to talk about the actors, the comedians, the men, in dresses, the TDJs, the P Diddy. No, that's not my lane. That's not my area. What I am talking about is that this is the year of truth and exposure for cash and crypto. And although I watched the interview, I think I watched it another time, or I listened to it another time today. For most people, they cannot afford to get so engulfed in that they see that they don't see what's going on in the economy, because what happens when the mass majority of people, the population, whether it's sports, whether it's entertainment, whether it's this new revelation or exposure from Cat Williams, what happens is that most people miss what's going on behind the scenes, right? And we look at the Wizard of Oz, for example, and the green small man behind the curtains that's pulling, making the law, pulling the lever, and a lot of people they miss out on what's going on. This is December the 5th. Wells Fargo CEO warns of severance, cost of nearly 1 billion in fourth quarter as layoffs loom. Layoffs are happening right now, especially in the banking industry. Why? Because we're getting ready to flip the switch and change to a new world financial system, right? Uh, you have ETFs that's being approved within the next couple of days, probably by Tuesday of next week, where you have large asset companies that's investing in Bitcoin and other cryptos, while mass majority of people are paying attention to what Cat Williams is saying. Again, I watched it. I did. I found it very enlightened what he had to say. But I don't let that shift me off focus about what's going on. Because as you can see on the screen, the U.S. House Committee unanimously approved legislation supporting blockchain technology. So while most people are debating, and I've even had some exchanges of comments on my personal social media page about these comedians and actors and wearing of dresses and the masculation of men. I'm also focusing on what's going on as well. The U.S. House Committee. This is 46 to 0. 46 to 0 approved legislation supporting blockchain technology unanimously. Unanimously. This is what's going on behind the scene while most of the American people, and then to Roger P. Henson, why is it right now that we're hearing about reparations, about the discrepancy in pay between black women actors compared to their Caucasian counterparts? Why is it that all of this? See, I just don't look at what's going on. I ask the question, why is it going on? Why now? Even the color purple. What's going on with the color purple? And what does that have to do with cryptos and the crypto world and even the sports world? As we see Washington, purple and gold, will play Michigan, blue and gold Monday for the college football championship as the color purple is released. As the Texas Rangers won the baseball championship, and they have a plant in Texas that's purple that's known as the Texas Ranger, aka Texas Sage, most popular plant in Texas that is purple as well. So we have Swift and Chainlink trial paves the way for a $10 trillion crypto market. Swift and Chainlink. And so I have so many people talk about ISO 20022 tokens. Chainlink is not listed in that seven. It's seven of them. And most people don't even know all seven, right? Swift and Chainlink paves the way. Swift, this is our global financial system right now that's not Swift. And that's why they're changing it. When I say they, the powers that be, or that's why it's being changed. And so we have seven of these cryptos, and most people are familiar with XRP, XLM, Algorand, HBAR. Let me put it up. And they don't. It's one out of the seven, and I won't even call its name because I'm not in the season of just giving people free information. I'm not in the season of giving publicly things that should be shared with my students privately. But most people know, oh yeah, Quant, I forgot about Quant and Ada. That's all they know. That's all they know. And then they don't know the difference between compatible and compliant. They'll tell me things like, oh, this like XPR is compatible with ISO 20022. Yes, it's compatible, but it's not compliant. It's a difference. And so I'm looking at the 1988 economists. Again, you all come in, hit the like and share button. I know it's Saturday, but that's okay. I know you want to watch your sports, but I promise you this is more important than sports. What's going on right now in this world? What's going on right now with our monetary system reset happening? I really believe that if this BlackRock ETF gets approved next week, that we're definitely going to see a government shutdown January the 19th. Why? Because they have to have time behind the scenes. I just told you about the Wizard of Oz. They have to have times behind the scenes. And a government shutdown would be the perfect storm of what they need, the time they need to flip this switch to furthermore bring in the changing or the transitioning from cash to cryptocurrency. So you all come in again and say hello. I want to change my screen so I may not see it or be able to stop and comment on it, but I definitely will highlight you and let you know that I saw your hello and I'll give you a digital hello right back at you. So what are you, oh, I'm sharing the wrong screen. That's my geometry screen. I'm about to get into that as well. Now, what I'm showing you is the 1988 magazine cover of the Economist, right? I'm going to show you the 1988 magazine. Oh, I am showing you, not going to, the 1988 magazine cover of the Economist. Now, why this is important, because as you can see, it states, get ready for a world currency, right? Get ready for a world currency. Now, in 2012, the closing of the ceremony for the Olympics is showing the Phoenix. It's showing the Phoenix and the five rings. This magazine cover dates back to 1988 again, owned by the Rothschilds. owned by the Rothschilds. And so I broke this down, or I decoded it for people to see what's going on. Now, exactly January the 9th of next year is going to make, and I will pull it up and show you. I'm going to show you the anniversary, the years, and the letters, because one thing that Cat Williams, and one thing that has been said for years and years and years, is that men lie, women lie, but numbers do not lie. Okay, let me say that again for people in the nosebleed seats. Men lie, women lie, but numbers do not lie. And so we have approaching, coming up with the Phoenix and this 1988 magazine cover. Exactly. Let me show you what I call could be a ritual for crypto. This could be a ritual for crypto because the Economist magazine cover for January 9th, the double 88, and the duration is 36 years to January 9th of this year. The Phoenix, when just numerology is the excerpt of numbers of what they would mean for letters, right? The Chaldean system, it shows the Phoenix and 36. The Phoenix and 36. So on January 9, 2024, it will be the 36th anniversary of this popular Economist cover. 36 is 36, which is 666. Now, when you add 666, you have 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. I told you all that 9, or I teach you all that 9 is a miraculous number. Anything multiplied by itself will equal to 9. For example, 9 times 1 is 9. 2 times 9 is 18. 8 plus 1 is 9. 3 times 9 is 27. 7 plus 2 is 9. And so the 18th day numerology. And January the 9th is also the 9th day of the year, right? It's the 18th day and also the 9th day of the year. And so this magazine, exactly 36 years. So I want to decode to you all everything that you see on this Phoenix. Everything that you see on this Phoenix. Now let's first start comparison with the American eagle, that's known as the the bird that represents the United States, right? I thought some years ago that the Phoenix Sun would win a championship, but they definitely might win it this year because they have the purple. And I thought about the Lakers. It'll take a it'll take a big deal because Lakers are purple and gold. It would take a big trade deal for the Lakers to get. And I'm not saying it won't happen, but I'm also looking at the Los Angeles Lakers and the Phoenix Sun. But however, because of the purple, right? Um, Now Phoenix is a mystical bird, mythical bird of great beauty, and it existence of living is 500 to 600 years. So what the Phoenix does or do, it burns itself, right, to rise from ashes, from the freshness of youth and live through another cycle of years. This is an image of immortality or reborn, or the idealism of hope, right? For something to be reborn, to crash down, the idealism of hope to come through. And so now we see this 1988 magazine cover, and you can see what's being burned under the claws of the Phoenix. Paper cash, right? With the idealism of rising again, to be reborn, rise from his ashes, but through another cycle and through another form. This is where you get or hear the saying history doesn't repeat itself, but it often rhymes. So in 1933, real money, gold, God's money was done away with. That was the Great Recession. The Great Recession. And so now 2024, 2024, the cash that was a Ponzi scheme, yeah, the cash system that was a Ponzi scheme because they took real money. American people at that time, the Great Depression, were not allowed to possess or hold or have in their possession real money. They made all American citizens turn in the real money, the gold and the silver. If they were found with federal gold or silver money, they had any federal markings on it, they had 10 years in jail and or a $10,000 fine. Now, what happened was that the government did pay the people in cash, which they knew would be a depreciating asset compared to real money. Because when you look up the definition of money, it must be something that has intrinsic value, something that cannot fade or corrode. And we know cash is made of mostly cotton. So people are still picking or chasing cotton, right? And so cotton can rip, can tear, can, corrode, fade, do away with, but not God's money. In fact, gold is made by a supernova bursting. And the cosmos, and I'm going to talk about cosmos well, and then the particles come down and are buried in the earth, and, you mine and dig for gold. So in the same token, this is why you have to mine for Bitcoin, but in a different way. And so looking at this, and let's decode this. Magazine cover, cash burning out of ashes will arise a phoenix, one world currency. That is, in my opinion, XRP token. XRP is also known as the phoenix, right? XRP, Ripple XRP, is known as the phoenix. And so out of that will arise this fast technology, all of, just saw something, all of the currencies from different countries. This is why we have what's called BRICS Nation, right? This is what we call BRICS Nation, where Brazil, Russia, India, China, South Africa, India just officially joined. They are doing away, they are de-dollarization of the United States dollar. And what does that mean? Well, that means that they are taking a stance together as countries and staying, or as each individual country. And it is they are saying that, hey, we don't want to accept United States dollar anymore for global trade. The dollar since 1971 has lost 98% purchasing power, right? 98% of its purchasing power. Now, the thing that I didn't understand was the year 2018. I was like, what happened in 2018? I didn't understand the year 2018. I'm like, what was it? I did research, bukus of research. I'm like, what happened in 2018? I'm about to tell you. Before I tell you though, let's look at this geometry. Usually I use another geometry, but I decided to use this one. And this brought me a wealth of information. And so when you type in Phoenix, different numbers from Hebrew, English to simple geometry add up, right? 472, 546, 91. But that's not my focus. But I'm just giving you an overview of what's going on. My focus is the words that come up behind this, right? Or from this. And one of the words, for example, is Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones is all about decoding. The ripple effect. That's where we get XRP and Ripple. The secret name, for example. So I decided also, because you can do the words and numbers to what is 2018? So in putting in 2018, I see cryptocurrency exposed. So like, wow, what happened with that? What does that mean that cryptocurrency was exposed? And then they also have other things. The true name of Jesus Christ. Hmm. Now I'm gonna stay off of that on this live stream. And we're gonna stay with crypto. But again, that's why I put in this caption. 2024, and we can think of it as Kobe year. And Kobe Bryant, right? Los Angeles Lakers. The truth is exposed. Trust nothing, not even nothing, right? So I began to further do my research. I said, okay, what happened to cryptocurrency in 2018? See, this is stuff that I didn't get from anybody. I didn't listen to anybody's other live stream on this. This is just me asking my inner God and the God, the ultimate God. But my inner God, right, Christ within, to give me wisdom and knowledge and direction. And a lot of times people pray prayers and they don't even ask for that in their prayer. So let's look at what happened in 2019 with cryptocurrency. In fact, it's called Bitcoin crash and the Great Crypto Crash. I'm sorry, 2018. It is referred to as the Great Crypto Crash. The crypto bubble, 2018, Bitcoin crash, the Great Crypto Crash, the sell off of the most cryptos of all time. Now, I want you to keep in mind and then look at the colors here, purple and gold, right? Color purple, revealing you that this is going to be the year for purple and gold too. Now, I want you to keep in mind that magazine cover was dated for 1988. So, or rules released in 1988. A cryptocurrency bubble phenomenon where the market increasingly considers the going price of assets inflated. And in other words, this is where Berkshire Hathaway, Warren Buffett, several other people was warning, and the crash of crypto, also known as the Bitcoin crash and the Great Crypto Crash. So the Great Depression happened in 1933. The Great Crypto Crash happened in 2018. That's why you see that year. Was the most sell-off of cryptocurrency starting January 2018. Unprecedented boom from the unprecedented boom in 2017. See, the same thing happened with Wall Street during 1933s in the stock market. People were taking out loans, the stock market was booming, middle class Americans was getting rich. And let me say this right here. Middle class Americans, poor working class, you're not going to get rich investing in stocks. Like this is going to be the biggest wealth transfers from 1933. And if you don't take advantage of it now, you're going to get poorer because you don't have your cash into this new world economic system. And when these big investors, institutional investors like BlackRock come in, you're going to be priced out where you can't even afford it because crypto is about to skyrocket and go on a bull run starting in 2025, especially with Bitcoin halving beginning in April. So this was the most sell off in cryptocurrency since 2018. Bitcoin fell about 65% from January the 6th to February the 6th. You out 1 month, 2018. Nearly all cryptocurrency followed Bitcoin crash. By September 2018, cryptocurrencies collapsed by 80% from their peak in January of 2018, making 2018 cryptocurrency the worst crash than the dot-com bubble at 78% collapse. By November the 26th, Bitcoin also fell 80% from its peak, having lost one third of its value the previous week. And so we know that September, septum, the seventh month is divine. The number seven means divine transition. And that's what happened in 2018. So that's why we see that date, even though this was released in 1988, the year of the start of the Bitcoin, the great Bitcoin crash, where people probably thought this was a Ponzi scheme. So now you have the chain around the fingers. And some people might say, I've heard some people decode this as blockchain technology. To me, this represents chain link because I just showed you that chain link is the oracle and they are connected with the SWIFT, the global financial system. The Phoenix represents XRP. That's why XRP had to go through the struggle and fight the court case. And then, although this picture says that this logo represents Stellar Lumas, it represents Cosmos, not Stellar Lumas, right? It represents Cosmos and not Stellar Lumens, and I'm going to give you further evidence of that. In fact, Stellar Lumens logo does not even look like that. So that was a common misconception. So you have the Florida list. The Florida list is also listed on. That's also on top of the Phoenix. And we're gonna do, or I'm gonna do the gematria on that. So I hope you all at least hit the like button on this, right? I'm not answering any questions right now because I'm not going to break my focus. When people watch this on the replay, they just want a straight recording. And I thought about not doing live streams anymore because of that. So if you have a question, I may ask it at the end, or you can just come in and say hello. So the Florida list, and you saw that on top of the Phoenix. The numbers are 666 and 111. Right? It also has a Hebrew number, 439. Right? 666, the mark of the beast of the financial system where no man can buy or sell. And my number is 111. And I always look at Genesis 11 as the go-to, and Deuteronomy 1:11 of a wealth transfer, because they were building a tower, a Babel. Babel means to talk. And people had a global change in their language. This is going to be a global financial system, not just for the United States. What was very interesting is that they had Aaliyah. We think about Aaliyah, Dr. Miles Monroe, and Kobe Bryant all died the same, similar ways, in a helicopter or plane crash. And then we have Nixon as well. But look at this. Now, I know you all know what Nixon did, right? Nixon is the president that removed the dollar from the gold standard in 1971. He's the one that made cash in essence trash. Because your money is not worth anything if it's not backed by real assets, real commodities. So he removed cash from the gold standard, right? And with doing that, now the United States went to Saudi Arabia and said, well, we need a commodity back in our cash. So we're going to make you exchange your oil for our cash. And thus the name, the petrodollar came. But Saudi Arabia is joining the other countries and said, we're not doing that anymore. We're off of the United States dollar. And now you see economic collapse, right? We see economic collapse all in the floor de list. Economic collapse is coming. And so if you're futuristic thinking, if you can understand that this is going to happen to cash, and if you don't get into this, it's like getting into Amazon, it's like getting to Apple, the www.com era. Not only are you going to miss the wealth transfer, you're not going to be afford to live. Because this is compared again to 1933 Great Depression, right? Now, again, I'm about to show you this is not Stellar Lumens. This is not Stellar, even though I have Stellar. I have XLM. Nothing wrong with that. In fact, Stellar just made some big changes and adjustments. But in fact, the number 10, let's break that down. And also what the 10th month really means. Now, I told you all that they have most Americans are operating off of the Gregorian calendar system. They're not operating off the system that the government operates off of. For example, September is not the ninth month, even though I'm born in September, it's the seventh month. October is not the 10th month, it's the eighth month. Octopus, octagon, that's where those numbers come from, right? And so, and January is not the first of the year. It's springtime. We're still in winter season. So the 10th month is December, and January is the 11th month. 1111 means change. 911. It means a change is coming, a drastic change, and a wealth transfer at the same time, just like Genesis 11. It's like Deuteronomy 1 and 11, just like Deuteronomy 11:11. Buried underneath the Twin Towers were millions, and you can research this yourself, millions and millions of physical gold and silver. And so the 10 is December, Deci, the 10th month. Now, that's connected also to the crypto XDC. XDC, that gold medallion, let me show you to you again, is connected to XDC, that crypto. And the reason why I'm not answering a question right now, because I'm giving you too much knowledge. So I want you to be focused, right? You can make comments, but please don't ask questions to keep me focused, right? Agree. We march into a new year. That's why it's called March. That's why spring. That's why the season, the weather changes and flowers begin to blossom again. So this is XDC. And this is Cosmos. Now let me show you why that's Cosmos and how big the Cosmos blockchain is. How big the Cosmos blockchain is. If you tell me, well, Queen, I can't follow you. I don't understand what you're saying. I'm sorry. I don't have time to go back and pull people up anymore. I've done so many teachings. For example, I have this Web3 technology crypto, because I'm telling you all the color theme and the theme of the year. And it's called the Kobe coin, right? The Kobe coin. Now, the Kobe coin for the week went up 60%. And I text everyone that cash out me for the information about it. Now I call it the Kobe coin. That's not the name of it. That's my name, right? So don't go research Kobe coin and try to figure out. That's my name because it has the exact symbol of the black mamba of Kobe, right? Kobe Bryant, the late great Kobe Bryant. And so with that being said, one person texted me back and said, "You didn't show me how to invest in this." Man, I gave you instructions step by step. It was very easy. If you are that person, I have too many people. We're moving to blockchain technology, crypto technology. If you don't understand it, please get somebody that understand how to use their smartphone or your phone or somebody's phone. Go get a younger adult or some, kids that are used to phones and moving things and technology. Get some help. Because if you're waiting on me, you're going to get left behind. Because I have a lot of people that I'm helping. If you waiting on me to hop on a Zoom with you or show you step by step how to purchase these crypto, when I sent you both screenshots and directions, and I'm texting you back and saying, no, this is wrong, and you keep texting me back, I can't, I don't have the time. Time is, our and my most precious commodity. I'm not going to hold your hand in this wealth transfer. I'll lead you to the pathway. I'll lead you there. But for $25, you're not taking my time over simple instructions. Simple instructions. People are missing out because of simple things. I gave screenshots, step-by-step directions and everything. So this is Cosmos. This is the logo for the Cosmos. It's built on the interchain. This is one of the logos. Now, this is called, I know, okay, the inter-blockchain communication. You know, IBC used to stand for something different in the computer world, but now in 2024, it's inter-blockchain communication. And this is what Cosmos is doing. And this is the logo for Cosmos. You can see the O and the /X, exactly like you saw on the Phoenix. To the exact T. To the exact T. To the exact T. Right? And I still have people that tell me, oh no, that's Stella. Stella has two lines and it looks more like a S. So Cosmos added DYDX to their blockchain technology. Avalanche has been added to the blockchain technology. Celestia, welcome to the interchain. And the beast of them all, Bitcoin, right, has been added to the Cosmos blockchain technology. And that's why you see it on that 1988 magazine. Now, let me show you how big the Cosmos is, right? Let me show you how large and how big this is. These are projects, new projects that are joining the Cosmos and why this logo is on there in 1988. So this is the Cosmos here. And these are the services and the infrastructure, the privacy, all of these projects, and I just showed you Bitcoin, are under the Cosmos. Wow. I said wow, upside down, and then I said wow again, and then I said wow, upside down and backwards. I said wow again. Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Now, the last thing I want to break down, because I've showed you the 1988 economies. Yes, this is the year of truth and exposure. This is the year that the Ponzi scheme of the United States has ended, right? The BRICS nation. And then we also have the BlackRock's ETF approval. Now, BlackRock is the largest investment firm, larger than Fidelity, in $1 trillion investment firm, right? $1 trillion investment firm. And BlackRock is expected to see an ETF approval, according to this article, by Wednesday. So this lines up exactly with January the 9th date that I told you about the ritual and the 1988 economies. So by Wednesday, when this big money start coming in, that means small money is not going to be able to play. That means everyday people, everyday citizens, everyday consumers, people that's already living paycheck to paycheck. You're a little bit, it's not going to make you a lot anymore. And so that's why I teach about altcoins, which means alternative coins. Teach you about the coins that's about to take off, especially the ones that haven't reached over $1 yet, or there's pennies on $1. And then we have Russia wants BRICS to have more power in the IMF. Again, I told you all that India has officially. So the IMF is the International Monetary Fund. That's what the IMF, and international means just that, international. So all of these countries are getting together, not accepting the dollar. And unfortunately, a lot of American citizens don't know or realize that the dollar is about to be done away with. And I'm not saying this year, but it's already lost 90%, over 90% of its purchasing power, right? It's already lost it. And so if the 1933 American people can come back and tell you that what they wish they would have done instead of losing their value in gold is that had they known that their gold was going to be confiscated, at least roll that over into some land and to get out of it before they get little to nothing for it. Because what happened was when the government confiscated the American citizens' gold, they did pay them out in cash, but they didn't give them anything real value, right? Because they didn't give them anything that would be a lifelong or generational wealth or that kept up with inflation. But they made it illegal for them to hold an asset that would make them rich. Now, back on this crypto coin that was up 60% with much of the market that's going to be a part of your Web3 technology. If you have not gotten this, I promise you, these are simple steps, very simple steps that you can do. This coin is pennies on a dollar. It's very simple to obtain. All you have to do is get the information. And I'm not giving the information for free. The transactions are very easy to do. It's a very common way to purchase it, right? It's not difficult, it's not hard. It's a part of Web3 technology. It has very fast internet speed. And I call it again the Kobe coin because the logo on it is just like the Kobe Bryant. Now, if you know anything about Black Mamba, if you know anything about China, which Kobe had big ties into China, Kobe was a legend in China. He was more popular in China than United States, right? The red and gold. And there we have the 24. And China is the financial powerhouse right now. They are the ones that are collaborating and getting these other countries to join forces with them to get out of the United States dollar and financial system and have its own system in blockchain technology and their own crypto, which is called central banks digital currency. Now, this particular investment is also purple and white. Let me show you that logo. And I just put my Cash App on the screen. So if you haven't gotten that information yet, then that's the Cash App. And please put your phone number in the for section or in the memo section so that I can text you that information. So last bull run, this particular crypto increased by 2,000% and it only reached 47 cents. In fact, it's 2,600%. This was in 2021 during the bull run. This crypto can easily fall in the next Sol or Casper narrative. It gives transaction at 75,000 tokens per speed per second, and it's below a 50 million market cap. When you get into cryptos, not only you want to look at its functions and its values, but you want to look at the market cap because that means more money that goes into it, the more it's going to increase in return on your investment. So it's a very low market cap. It's the fastest EVM blockchain. And the transaction fees are almost free. And so the AI tokenomics, and let me find that logo that shows you that it's connected to Kobe in the 2024 Kobe year. But the AI tokenomics have high ratings for this crypto to give you great performances. Now, tomorrow on my live stream, I'm probably going to show you the decoding of the Simpsons, how the Simpsons predict certain cryptos as well. But on this live stream, on this particular one, I just wanted to go over the 1988 Phoenix because that's a 36-year-old ritual that's about to come up next week on the ninth, and it's showing a 666, as I showed you all the 666 earlier. And all that is saying, you all, this is the timing. This is the positioning that you can be in for the greatest wealth transfer that this generation has ever experienced. And if you're not going to do it for yourself, do it for someone that you want to pass generational wealth to. Okay, this was the gainers for the week. And this crypto right here, this is the one. It's up 60%. I hid the name out because there's just some things people are going to have to want and invest in to get from me. This was the number 4 coin of the week when the rest of the market was crashing and in red, right? This coin was the number 4. And the reason why we said, well, Queen, why you didn't give me the ones at the top? Because of the market cap. And then it did not match up with AI saying that it was going to give you a higher return on your investment. See, it's all about when you enter in as to what price range are you entering in. That those other market caps have already succeeded, right? The rest of them. And then this one is going to be Web3 technology as well. Now, someone says, I didn't include, if you didn't include your number when I cash app you, that's why you didn't get the information. I don't know your number by osmosis, but what you can do is just send another dollar cash app and then include your phone number. So you all please make sure you're welcome that you include your phone number. But that's the logo for that coin. Again, Kobe 2024 year, and it's in the color scheme of the purple. You know, if you don't think Oprah and all of them, who's Oprah, the richest black woman on this in the United States, if you don't think she's in alignment with what's going on in this new world financial system, even to Roger P. Henson said, I don't know why we redoing. Why? First of all, why are we redoing the color purple? It's a classic, right? Why mess with the classic, right? All right, I'm logging off. You all have a great rest of your day. Tune in to me tomorrow. Also, make sure you subscribe to me on YouTube. Tomorrow, I'm going to break down The Simpsons even more and show you what The Simpsons, because The Simpsons even predicted in 2015 that Trump will rerun for election this year in 2024. So The Simpsons predictions oftentimes come true. So we're going to look at crypto from The Simpsons perspective on tomorrow. Today, I broke down the 1988 economists because January the 9th is next Tuesday. And we have these big money coming into crypto. So you won't be left out. You won't be priced out. You can be a part of this generational wealth and during this Great Depression and financial system reset, because in 1933, the financial system changed from gold to cash. Well, now it's changing from cash to crypto. Let me say that again. In 1933, the financial system officially stopped accepting gold and silver as money to cash, and now it's been changed from cash to crypto. So you can survive and not thrive in this financial system reset. You all make sure you hit the thumbs up. Queen out. Have a Mamba mentality, people. Have a Mamba mentality about your money.